Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and this is, I think, a live premiere. Is that what it's called? Or a premiere where I can upload it and then watch the chat live and talk. I'm trying, I've never done it before. It's all new to me. But my recording software, the Power Director, the subscription expired. I'll be able to renew it maybe by next week. So anyway, welcome in. I've got things to show. Show and tell time. Let's see. I did get a small haul from Mary Maxim. So where did I put it? That's over here on the floor. And I think I got a tote bag. I think if you ordered so much yarn, you got a free tote bag. But what's really exciting is I got my winnings from KrystalTheYarnyChicken Crazy Cat Lady. Remember Jasper, my funny looking little bat, Amigurumi bat? Now, he didn't win a beauty contest. He didn't win because he was cute. He won because she picked tickets, or MeeMaw picked tickets. And so I was really blessed to have won. Well, that came today. And then I had a surprise happy mail from DianaD Loves Yarn. And it seems that Henry found the package. He must have made it out for me before. It had a card and everything. So that came in the mail. I'm like, how exciting. Henry is great. He's such a good young man. I know I still owe you a poop emoji, Henry. The one I made didn't come out good. I'm going to have to look for a pattern and follow the pattern. Amigurumi is hard. You got to count. And I got ADD. I lose count. Don't forget to put the stitch marker in. I'll forget that. So anyway, let's get to the goodies. Let's see what we've got. Okay, this is the Mary Maxim. Right, okay, down here is the Happy Mail. Oh, I just got off of a Zoom meeting with my domestic violence counselor. You know, that parasite that I let stay here for 3 months. Incredibly verbally abusive. I mean, at my age, it seems like every abusive narcissist finds me. So it's the best way to deal with them is get rid of them. Run as fast as you can. All right, let's see if I can open this one. This one is from, I can see far away real good now since my cataract surgery, but I can't see up close. DianaD Loves Yarn and Henry. Get this one and then we'll open up KrystalTheYarnyChicken. Okay, from DianaD, from Henry. Yeah, I feel the card right here. This is so sweet, Henry. Thank you. What a day brightener. It's getting chilly down here. I didn't put the heater in here yet. But I got my wood delivery. $300 worth of wood. And the nicest man, his name is Jeff. I know I asked the Division of Social Services, could I possibly get some wood for the winter? I can't afford $240 electric bills for space heaters or putting the oven on, and it gets cold. All right, let's see here. Now, when I lived in King, excuse my vape. When I lived in King, it was set up a lot better. I had a full-size bed, where right now I've only got a twin. I had 6 cats. Trust me, 6 cats. They all found their place on my bed. There's room for all of them. And they keep you toasty warm. One cat puts out a lot of heat. Did you know that the band Three Dog Night got their name from the Alaska, the men who run the Huskies? So if they have a 3-dog night, that means it was a cold night. So they cuddled up with their dogs. So that's, I had a 6-cat night sometimes. Oh, look at this. Is this from Crystal or what? Make sure we're opening up the right one. Yes, this is from Diana. Oh, she's got notions in here. Oh, here I've got 2 cameras. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know if I can do it. No, maybe not. I know I was able to do it before. I was able to click something and it switched to the other camera. Oh well. Be happy this one's working. But it is helpful the other one works. Okay, got a bag of goodies. Oh, okay. Bag of goodies. I know this is probably a pouch that opens up into a tote. And what is that a tote hold? Yarn. Lots of yarn. We've got yarn. These are, I always need notions. Trust me, I always need notions. Yes, tape measures. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, stitch markers, always use those. There's some plastic needles in here for threading yarn into your projects. Always good to have notions. Never have too many, because I'm always looking for something. Scissors, you know, I'm like, where's my scissors? Where's my scissors? You know, maybe I should start wearing more things around my neck. This is pretty. This looks like, I don't want to open it because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's a pouch. And then, you know, it's like opening a map. You can't put it back together again. I don't want to open this and then have it where I can't put it back together again. I'll save that for put a project in it, since I got a couple projects going on. And yes, Henry, did I say I did start making a poop emoji? But it came out not looking right. Looked like a part of Johnny Mathis's anatomy, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Didn't come out, it wouldn't coil up on itself. So I don't know what I did wrong, and I don't want to use too loose of a stitch. This is my Rainbow Lapping Waves shawl by Fiber Spider. I made it about, what was before COVID. So what was that, 24? Because COVID hit 25. So it was 2024 in Winston-Salem. They had a big Pride event, and food cups and drag queens, and I made it especially for that day, all rainbow colors. So I love rainbows anyway. I've always loved rainbows. But they chose the rainbow to be their symbol. So just because you see me wear a rainbow doesn't mean I prefer to be with the same sex, you know. I mean, I love people. I'm a people person. And I'm a single people person. What have we got in here? Yarn. Oh, this is this is all bagged up. This is nice, Henry. Did you choose this yourself? You picked out bougie good stuff for me. Oh. And a notepad. Excellent. 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 I need to take notes. Oh, that's Scarfie. This is Scarfie. Am I looking at things right here? I'm so confused. It says Diana, right? Because I know I'm getting some from D. Yeah. I'm sorry. Just a little confused. Because I know D is sending Scarfie because Stephanie won it and said to D, please send it to Yarn Bar. Please send it to Christy. Stephanie has a lot of yarn too and not enough place to put it all. And, which I just thought was so generous of her to do. That was so sweet. And, glasses, double check myself. Yes. Yes. So yes, a notepad. Let's see if we wrote a note. Did you write me a love letter, Henry? No love letter? But thank you so much. Scarfie is beautiful. I love this. I absolutely love this. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore. You know, sometimes the yarns we love, they discontinue them. That's why they always tell you, buy enough for your project. Because back in the early days when I was crocheting, like back in the 80s, I went back to Kmart to buy some more DianaD yarn. It was gone. It had been discontinued. I was in the middle of making a sweater. I still have that sweater. I did find 3 skeins of Country Rose DianaD on eBay that I bought to finish that sweater that I started in the 80s. Is that not a long whip 40 years old, it was 50 years old whip. I just have to do the ribbing along the bottom and up around, you know, and put some buttons on it. When I made it, I was, you know, pretty thin, and now I'm just about that thin again. So, because when I got heavy, it's not going to fit. It's not going to close in front. Well, it will now. Henry, thank you so much. DianaD, thank him. Give him a big kiss and a hug from me, please. This is so sweet. I'm so grateful. What a wonderful thing to do. Thank you, honey. And I'm not giving up on the poop emoji. I'm not. If you want me to make anything in particular, let me know. Okay? You want a scarf? You want a hat? Talk to me, baby. Oops, there goes the phone. Oh, gosh. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Yeah, I like the shawl a lot, but it doesn't stay on. And this is 4-weight, you know, Aran weight yarn. So it's not the kind you can wear the point in front. And I need a shawl pin. Wait a minute, don't I have what? This is a shawl pin. Duh. You're supposed to, I guess, weave it in and out. I've never used it. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that works. That's a ticket. Yeah. Now you're cooking with steam, Christy. Using up those brain cells. So now I'm missing one package. What did I do with that package? Here it is. Now this one is. This is from Crystal. This is my winnings for Jasper for her October giveaway. I think it was a Bat C.A.L. C.A.L. for crochet along, C.A.L. C.A.L. And I made my second Amigurumi. She had a tutorial, very easy, but I have trouble with following instructions sometimes, and I go off and running in my own direction, and I'm just crocheting away, and I said, uh-oh, his body's kind of fat on the bottom. But stories and his name came to me while I was making him. So now he's really special. He's precious because he's got a name and a story. Jasper is a very old, toothless bat. I don't think he's handy. I had him hanging, he's hanging up in the living room. For the light pole, I hung him there. But he's toothless because, where do bugs like to congregate? Around the lights, the street lights? Well, poor Jasper, when his eyesight started going, he started running into those poles, trying to catch those bugs. And he lost all his teeth. He got no teeth left. So he's got a little spider friend that clings on to him. The spider's name is Spitz. And Spitz will get bugs for Jasper. And if the bug is too crunchy for Jasper to eat, he spits it out. That's all. He says, he can't eat that. I'll spits it out. That's why his name's Spitz. And he's maybe of German ancestry. He's a German spider. Okay, this is Crystal's, the Yarny Chicken Crazy Cat Lady. I know the lighting's not the best in here. I do apologize. It was great before, but I was on the Zoom meeting. Oh, she colors, all these pretty colors. I love color. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look what we got here. Oh. Get some tissues in case you start drooling. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh. Oh, look at all these. These are gorgeous colors. Look at all of these. What can I make with that? That's so beautiful. I'll have to take a look at the specs on it. Is it 3-weight, 4-weight, cotton, acrylic? Gotta find out all the deets. And these are really pretty. And there's more, and there's more. Oh, that's just a flower. Yeah. Oh, look. All kinds of neat stuff. That's a really pretty organza bag. I like that. Ah, this is a pen with the tulip on it. Okay, I think we got some snips, yarn snips, little scissors, which are good. Because, I mean, I have a lot of stuff in bed with me. I don't sleep alone. I've got my yarn, I've got some scissors. Well, you know, I'm going to end up sitting on the scissors and stab myself in the footski. So these are a lot safer. I need to stay away from sharp objects. Okay, oh, looks like some more stitch markers. I love stitch markers. I really do, and I learned how to make them. I don't know if I did a tutorial or not. I don't think I had the camera set up right. People who do tutorials and make them look easy will tell you it's not easy to make a good tutorial. Ah, it looks like I got stickers. Oh, and tags. I mean, oh, I love cat. I'm a cat person, by the way. She knows it. That could have been my name, Chrissy, the crazy cat person. And I used to have chickens. Yeah, I had the starter pack. I had 6 cats. I love these. Oh, man, these are great. All kinds of little stickers. I love those. Thank you so much. Here's just a bunch of black cats in a canoe. Row, row, row your boat. And I have 2 black cats. One's all black. His name is Smudge. He's a little guy. He never got real big. He must have been the runt of the litter. And my neighbor called me, and she's like, oh, he's going to die if I leave him under the dirt. He was crying. His mother must have abandoned him because he was such a little baby. So she knows I'm a soft heart. So I said, all right, I'll take him. I'll find him a home. Well, he ended up, I got him in a rabies shot because it was only $10, and we were all lined up by the Danbury courthouse, and then all the animals got their jabs. And Smudge has been a great little boy. We used to call him the Tiny Terror. There's another one, and more kitty cats. And he's a bad influence on Rexy, my inside cat, because now Rexy runs after Smudge. Smudge always darted outside, even when he was just still a kitten, 8 weeks old. Too young to be running around outside. A hawk could easily, or owl, easily pick up that little guy. And I would hear him yowling. I'm like, where are you? It's nighttime and you're black. I can't see you in the dark. He would somehow got in the neighbor's yard. Oh, he put me through the paces. Oh, this is a cute keychain. Oh, it looks like a lizard. It's a gecko. Looks like a gecko. Oops, here it is. That's cute. That's a keychain. Who made that? That's very clever. But I think they can also use that, like, it reminds me of Mary Ann, the crotchety clogger. She makes amazing stitch counters with beads, and they're beautiful. I was gifted one by Dory Did It, our sweet Dory Did It, who I did get to talk to yesterday. It was so great to talk to her. I wish I lived closer to some of you guys. I really do, because I'd be visiting. And I got an old pickup truck, so I baby her. I don't go far. It's just basically Dollar General, Food Lion. Oh, and wait, there's more. I'm talking away here. There's more goodies. Oh, Crystal. Oh, and candy. Oh, I do have a sweet tooth, but I buy sugar-free everything, and I haven't bought chips and dip in a while because I know I can't stop at just one. It's like cats. Cats are like potato chips. You can't stop at just one. They said at one time ended up with 6. There's some M&Ms, there's some chocolate, there's some Twix. Oh, good, but I need a chocolate fix. Good job, good job. Thank you so much. Little treats, I didn't expect that. Oh, wait. Here's the card, yarn bar, nice big letters. And I can read that. Thank you, nice big letters. There's a nice pouch. This is very nice. Very nice pouch. Thank you for the pouch. It holds more notions and needles and all that good stuff that we fiber artists have to have. And here's a little skein of yarn. That's pretty. It's got writing on it. Where's my glasses? I can't find my glasses without my glasses. Probably buried them. It says something on it, so whatever it is, I'm sure it's all very nice. And this is Little Ms. Crochet. That's good. This is a big zipper pouch. I like that. Hold on, there's another sticker. I won a ribbon. Jasper won a blue ribbon. And she even drew the bat. Oh, how cute is that? I was second place. Bat C.A.L 2025. All right, that's really special. I'd make sure Jasper does get that. I'll pin it on him or glue it on him or something. Because he's special now because he's got the story behind him. And he's the last of his kind. He knows he's not long for the world. And so he was so happy to be chosen. So he said he can go to the Rainbow Bridge, a happy little bat now. Spitz isn't going with them. Spitz is going to be probably help other bats. Spitz is a very good spider. All right. Reminds me of Christmas morning. I was supposed to be hours opening up stuff. Little Ms. Crochet. I was an only child. I was a daddy's girl. Yes, I was spoiled. I had them all. Whatever toy was the biggest thing, I got that one and the other ones. And Daddy must have told Mom whatever she wants. The only thing I never got was a bicycle. I really, really, really wanted a bicycle. I made friends with a girl who had a bicycle just so I could borrow her bicycle. They would not buy me a bicycle. Well, just being your only child and living in the city, obviously they were worried that something might happen to me. But hey, when I was in my 20s, I was roller skating up and down the middle of Northwood Avenue and in and out of the cars. I think I would have survived on a bicycle. Here's my card. I need my glasses. I want to read it. Thank you, Henry. Thank you so much. And this is a card from... This is from Crystal. Okay, getting things confused here. We got Henry stuff and Crystal stuff. Crystal sent me a card. Hope this Halloween finds you happy. Oh, look at that. Winner of second prize for Bat Halloween C.A.L 2025. Yarn bar. Male bat. Hi, Christy. Congratulations on winning the second prize. Thank you for taking part in the crochet along. Hope you enjoy your prizes, a whole bunch of stuff. Sincerely, Crystal, the YarnyChicken Crazy Cat Lady. And she put stickers, Happy Halloween. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. I love everything you sent, honey. Thank you. I love it all. I love what Henry sent. Oh, man, I feel so special. I feel spoiled. And then there's something else I'll show you that I made that's going to be gifted to somebody that we all know and love in the community, somebody very special. Because, you know, I do crafting also. I just don't do it as much. I mean, I don't have a lot of space here. This craft table is loaded up with stuff. And the other craft table is loaded up with stuff. I used to sit there and make my stitch markers. Loaded up with stuff. I don't know what to do with stuff sometimes, and it gets all piled up on top of each other. I had a boyfriend when I was with him for 8 or 9 years in New Jersey, and he always called me by my last name, or a portion. He'll call me Cup, or Coupler. Hey, Cup. He says, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, organized, without missing a beat. Organized. He busted out laughing. I was never been organized. When I worked in an office, I was, for some reason. One, I was younger, but two, you know, you have your tools in an office to be organized. You've got file cabinets and places to put accounts receivable and accounts payable. Places for bookkeeping. I did all that, accounting and bookkeeping. I just didn't like being cooped up in an office all day. I was more of an outside, hands-on kind of girl. And my ex-fiance, Bobby, bless his heart, you know, was an old-fashioned Italian. He didn't want me working in the construction field. I guess he felt threatened, maybe, or jealous, or because, you know, it's all men. I wasn't there for the men. I was with the man I loved. I adored that man. But he was so controlling, and you're not going to do this, and you're not going to work construction. Why not? If I can do the job, let me see if I can do the job. Then I'll tell you if I can do it or not. Don't tell me I can't do something. Let me see if I can do it. You know, and I had supervisors from other crews. You know, word got around that there's a young, attractive blonde working her took us off on construction crews, and she learned fast. No matter what you put in my hand, you show me how to use it, I'll use it. Or a hilty hammer and all kinds of the sawzalls and all kinds of power tools. I like power tools, like Tim the Tool Man. So I worked with pipe fitters, electricians. I got hands-on and filthy dirty and loved it. What I didn't know, I learned real quick. And I know my ex, we butted heads, unfortunately. But you know, I'm kind of one of those people, you can't tell me what to do. I'll figure it out on my own. If I can do the job, I'm going to do it. Male or female, it shouldn't matter. As a matter of fact, I had applied for a forklift job, and I kept getting turned down. After like the 5th call, I kind of got suspicious. So I asked Bobby, would you please call and ask if the job is available? And they were like, oh, sure, come right on down. It's still open. It's like, bingo. This is in the 80s. So there was still a whole lot of chauvinists and discrimination against the female gender in the 80s. So we've come a long way, baby, because most of the warehouses I went to when I was trucking, you had just as many female forklift drivers as you had men. And females are entering the trucking industry. The trucking companies want female drivers. They're ordering automatic trucks. I prefer a manual, but they're ordering automatic trucks with all the bells and whistles just for the women. They're making the trucks female friendly. I mean, they're going out of their way to get women because they know women tend to be more courteous and more safe. They're just raised that way, and being women, being courteous, being safe, being polite. So they're polite, more polite drivers, and they have less incidences. And if they do have an accident, it's usually a minor incident. You know, it's not the big wrecks like the men have. Now, here's the Mary Maxim, or as our beloved Bod would say, Mary Maximal, or Maximum. Maximus. I forgot what I ordered, but it was on sale. No, I didn't put it on a credit card. No, I didn't use cash. What I used, I think, was Affirm or Klarna. Right, and then they just take small payments, you know, every couple of weeks. But still, even by the end of the month, I'm still sweating, going, oh my God, I hope I don't overdraw the bank account. Yeah, but we're good. And I had a stock in a Trump stock, and I sold the share. And don't you know, the darn thing starts going up today. I mean, just my luck. I sold it the day before, and now all of a sudden it's going up in price. I never had good luck with the stock markets. Made a little bit of money, but not enough. Or I should be, you know, I should have invested in Netflix back in the day when they were still mailing you DVDs. But back then, you used to have an account, and you had to have like $5,000 to open an account. Where now we've got online on your phone, you've got Robinhood. I like Robinhood. You know, I can buy small shares of stuff and see what the experts recommend, buy, sell, or hold. I like that. And yeah, a lot of times I'll sell one or two of those small stocks, and before you know it, I'm not going to be overdrawn in my bank account. Okay, they had cotton on sale, so I've ordered cotton. Premier home cotton. I think I wanted to do, because this is like a, what is it, grass green? Trying to remember. I know I had projects in mind when I ordered all this stuff. And I did get a lot of glittery yarn. Hopefully this is the glitter. What is this? Mary Maxim Mellow Spun DK. There's no glitter. Why would I order this Mellow Spun DK and it doesn't have glitter? I'll have to go back and look at my order. Here we go. Here's some glimmer yarn, but I don't remember ordering this. I remember ordering a red sparkle. Oh my gosh. Go check my order. Yeah, why would I order all of this dark and there's no glitter? Now I'm confused and disappointed. I am disappointed. What am I going to do with all this black or dark blue Mellow Spun DK, which is a lighter weight than I like to use? I mean, and it doesn't sparkle. God nabbit. Mellow Spun DK. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 10 of these things. What am I going to make with this black stuff that doesn't even sparkle? You guys know I love anything that sparkles. Well, thankfully I can check my orders online. I don't think they would automatically substitute anything, would they? If they ran out of what you want, would they substitute for something else? I've never had this happen before. Never. I know what I ordered, because I even told somebody what I ordered. In fact, I thought I ordered red sparkle, too. I want to make another poncho, so it'll be black and red sparkle going down, and it would look real pretty. Well, if I goofed, then it's good for somebody else. And why would I only get 4 skeins of the blue glimmer, which isn't DK, I don't think. Yeah, this is glimmer. I am confused. What did I do? I'll tell you, I get to thinking, I ain't as much fun since I quit drinking. You know? Because I don't remember, I mean, I could say, all right, if maybe I had, two 6-packs under my belt. Okay, click, 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 it's on sale. Click, click, click. No, stone cold sober, and I got all this black DK. What am I making with black DK? Make a long dress for a funeral. Let's just hope it's not mine. Oh, very, very strange. Very strange. Yeah, like I said, I usually don't use DK. Well, my oops is going to be somebody else's Happy Mail. Really. Since I will have money to mail now this month, I did go on eBay and I sold my treasure, my Irish button accordion. Broke my heart to do it. Said, you know what, it's a miracle they haven't stolen it yet with all the things that have been taken from my house. Vintage records, my mother's extensive big band collection of records, my stand-up Victrola, which was stuffed full of more big band, all vintage records. Collectors loved these old vinyls, and they were in great shape. Mom took care of them. She didn't use a Victrola. She had a nice record player to play them on. Because the Victrola kind of tears up the record a little bit because it's got a steel needle. The better photographs have a diamond needle, and they conduct sound better. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this? So who wants some black DK Mellow Spun Yarn? It doesn't even say glimmer on it. It's supposed to glimmer at least. Sparkle. Yeah, I'm losing it. Can't blame it on brew because I wasn't drinking. You know, I should remember the other night I was complaining about my arms, you know, because I lost weight rapidly and I'm not toning up. I'm thinking I'll just get a 6-pack for each hand and we'll start lifting them. That's all. Work those arms, work it off, tighten them up, get my little guns back that I used to have. And then I can reward myself and drink a 6-pack. Man, I used to drink beer like fat kids eat cake. To me, it was like soda pop. Drink anybody under the table. And then put the pool stick in my hand. Oh, it's game on, baby. Feeling good with some brewskis and a pool stick. And I used to clean the house. Back in the day. This is the days of Pac-Man, so you know we're going back a few years. Yes, I'm that old. Oh, I met a cute guy at the supermarket the other day. We hit it off. I kept running into him, and we kept running into each other at the produce aisle. Because I'd forget, I'm looking for salad bag, and he's looking for something, and we keep... And then I guess I ran into him at another aisle. He was going this way, I'm going that way. We waved at each other. And I don't know, just got to talking and hit it off. And nice fella, nice looking fella, too. I loved his smile, and I told him that. But the problem is, I don't know how old, he's probably younger than me. I think I'm at that age where everybody's younger than me. I'm sure he is. But he was an all-around guy. Reminded me a lot of Bobby. Bobby we did it all. Pipe fitting, wire work, electrical. You know, I worked with carpenters. Did it all. Hands-on. I had supervisors from other crews requesting me, even though they hadn't seen me, but they heard about me and my work ethics, because as a woman, we had to work twice as hard as the men to prove we were as good as them. And of course, I was young and fit, and I had no fear of anything. I've been working on top of this hopper. It's a story and a half high. I'm up there and wasn't afraid of heights. You know, those the high, what do they call those? I forgot what they call them. High-lows, I guess, high-lows. Up at the top of the warehouse, the thing swaying back and forth like you're on the GW bridge during a bad storm, you know. And I'm like, oh, hey, I'm trying to paint the beams here. Okay, I think I did get a tote bag. How come I got more than one? This is from Mary, or no, this is from Temu. Maybe I got a Temu order I didn't know I had. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Might be Temu. I can't really read it. See, if I had more money, I could have got the contact lenses implanted that had the reading. Okay, I think what this is. More places to store yarn. Yarn storage ideas. To keep it clean. It's, you know, I don't use it every day. And we've got a lot. If I give any yarn away, I'm not giving away dirty yarn. Okay, how did we get into this thing? It's a mystery. I see, it's got a sort of a stiff bottom. It's supposed to be an organizer. I think this is a zipper. Oh my goodness. I like the other mail better from Henry and from Crystal. The stuff I supposedly ordered, I don't like as much. But yeah, that's what these are. These are storage bags. But the zipper didn't open. It's Temu. But hey, this is a good size. Oh yeah. That'll hold a lot of yarn, and that's what I need. Just so I can still look in there and see what I've got. And I can stack them on top of each other. I don't know if you're seeing it, guys. but I think my computer has a ghost in it. Every now and then I see eyelashes flying, and I'm not wearing fake lashes. These are mine. But I also see a pair of red lips floating around. Like, it's got a ghost in this program. It's strange, a glitch. And it's updated. It's UCam, which I paid for. So if you see it, let me know. Oh, and then I wanted to show you the gift I made for a friend in our community, because when I get my funds from PayPal from selling on eBay, of course eBay will take out their fees. I hated partying with my Irish button accordion, but I was learning Irish bar tunes. Within the first 2 weeks, I had 3 or 4 songs down, and which is, because I have that ear for music. I was gifted musically, and my mother discovered that at an early age when I was maybe 4 years old. She borrowed her friend's daughter's accordion, and she pumped it, and she said, "Play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star," which I did flawlessly. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. It's like my brain automatically knew that, I started on C, and I go up 5, that's a fifth. Twinkle, twinkle, that's a perfect fifth. Go up 1 and then walk it down, back to the C. And she just freaked out. Oh my God. She's calling it was Aunt Judy. Wasn't a blood aunt, but back in those days, everybody was aunt or uncle. You didn't call them by their first name. That would be very, very rude, very cheeky for a child to call an adult by their first name. So they were aunt or uncle. But she called Aunt Judy, but she said she realized I had talent. So my parents were very, very patient with me with my music. In junior high school, I decided I wanted to play the flute. Well, I had the flute for 2 weeks and didn't like it. So I'm getting a rush from all this breathing. And so I took the French horn, and I tried it at F and the key of E flat, and my key was E flat, which is funny because that's basically the key I sang in too, was E flat. And I played that for a few years. So at home, I'd be playing the French horn with one hand, brr, 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 and I'm playing the keyboard with the other, and the notes behind the song. And my mom and dad would listen to me in an apartment. Tell me that's not patient parents. Parents who love their kid and appreciates they've got talent. Let them go with it. Let them go. Anything I put my hands on, I wanted to try to play. I'd cut classes, and you'd find me in the band room. I'd rather be in the band room than anywhere else. So I was playing the violin before I could even spell it. Because back then in grade school, you could learn an instrument and I had to wait till I was in 4th grade. I think by then I finally learned how to spell it. But I was fascinated watching the orchestras on television. And I had a toy called Bop the Frog. It was this big plastic frog. You'd open them up. It came with big plastic discs. And you take the plastic bat that it came with, and you'd hit these discs and hope they go boop inside the frog. And it would hit the thing, and it would slam shut. And I would put that big thing under my chin, and I'd use the bat and pretend I was playing the violin. I wanted to be a concert violinist when I grew up. Of course, life had other plans, but then I got into bluegrass music, and I still love to play. I mean, the difference, I guess, is the way you play. Fiddle is more down home, but then again, I love Irish Celtic tunes, so I play by ear. So I just have to listen to the song and get it down in my head, and okay, I can do that. And I can't read notes, so that's frustrating when you can't read notes and they put sheet music in front of you. It's like me trying to speak a foreign language. I got to hear it. And then I'll look at the notes and maybe I'll kind of get them put together. But anyway, I babbled on long enough, give you my life story. But one more thing I wanted to show you. Since I can't get the close-up camera to work, I like to do this with Altoid tins. They're called altered tins. And I told you about this lady who's my mentor, the woman I follow that I just think she's awesome, Carol Tolson. The name of her channel is Refunction Crafts. And she's got playlists. And that's where I learned how to make altar tins. So this is what I came up with. And you know, I added one more thing at the very end. And just like her, you're watching her decorate and you're like, oh, she's got a lot on there. There's no room for anything else. And so I add one more thing and then bang, that's it. Well, that's what I did with this. The very last minute, I said it needs something else. I found some of these die-cut leaves, autumn leaves, and I found that flower. I know it's hard to see to get the details, but we got bees, rhinestone bees, glitter. This is a cameo that Melba Stutz Tate made. She's a friend of mine, a polymer artist. She did a. See, I've seen an eyelash floating there. Where'd that eye? That's not mine. That's. I'm gonna have to write to Cyberlink and say what's going on with your program. And then another crafty person I know had sent me bits and bobs and a paper flower. And then what I did, I blinged it up. I've got a line of rhinestone all around this thin edge. Should I back out or come in more? Here we go. And I don't know if you can tell it really twinkles. And of course, you know, trying to put on that skinny rhinestone, all I can tell you is don't do it after you've had your coffee. Especially my coffee. My coffee's so strong, my friend came over and she drank a cup of my coffee and she's in the rocking chair in my living room. And I had cuckoo clocks, 3 cuckoo clocks and a mantle clock. I had the little Lux collectible clocks. I love clocks. I don't know why, but I do. And anyway, all the little clocks were tick, 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 tick. And then I had the cuckoos timed. The fastest cuckoo would go off first. And then I'd run to the next one, and that was the medium cuckoo. It went a little bit slower, a little bit deeper. Then I get to the last cuckoo, and that was the slowest one with the deepest cuckoo. Then I'd run over to the mantle clock, and he would go gong, gong. I was like, yeah! It's like touchdown. I get all excited when they're all go off in sequence. I'd run to each one, and they'd go, and that's kind of a rare occasion because cuckoo clocks are notoriously can be very inaccurate. In fact, my neighbor, when I lived in Port Reading, Bobby had bought me a cuckoo clock for Christmas. You could have heard me scream 3 doors down. But anyway, it wasn't perfectly set yet. So it was just a wee bit on the fast side. And the neighbor upstairs would hear that clock and get ready to go to work. I think he was a manager at a McDonald's. One day he said, Christy, he says, I was wondering why I'm getting to work so early. He said, I'm getting to work like a half hour early now. I'm like, he said, yeah, I'm listening to your cuckoo clock. You could hear upstairs. We were in it was an old Victorian house that had been converted into two apartments. Beautiful old house. But anyway, so yeah, I can open it. And I think I'll put one of those stickers in there that Crystal made for me. Doesn't open all the way. That's all it needs to open, but yeah. And then I've got the safety pin in here with homemade stitch markers. And I use satin to line it, and there's magnets underneath. I did not glue the magnets down. So the magnets can be moved to where the person wants them. And this way, you know, they're sewing needles, you know, stitch markers. So, and I used triple thick on there for the high gloss. And what gives it the twinkle beside the rhinestones is what I call fairy dust. That's the German glass glitter. And really, you have to see it in person to truly appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to put just a little bit, touch up that rose just a tiny, tiny bit with a little Mod Podge and a little more fairy dust. Yeah, so I think the person I'm giving this to is going to like it very, very much. So it's especially for her. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. If you're not part of my family, subscribing is free. We always look to expand the family. That's just how it is with YouTube. The more family, the better. And then you can connect with other members if you're not connected to them. I started out with Granny D, Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D like 4 years ago. My former co-worker, when we were driving for interstate distributors, name is Ralphie. Ralphie introduced me to Granny D. That's what we call her. And met up in the chat. Well, started meeting other people in the chat. You start becoming friends with people. You start giving Happy Mail or getting Happy Mail. I mean, man, the first year I got so much Happy Mail. I was like, what did I do to get this? You know? This Pat Dancer sent me a bunch of, oh my gosh, so much yarn. A lot of stuff got stolen, though, I will say. I had won a beautiful book from Angie, Angie's Fairy Treasures. She does hand design journals, and that got stolen. It's unbelievable. They just come in, they're petty thieves. Just take whatever they want. You know, whatever they could probably sell to make money for a couple of hits of crack. It's just the point is, you know, I've got cameras, I've got padlocks. Nothing matters. The only thing that's going to matter, well, I don't want to say it. It's a family-friendly channel. But let them break in while I'm home. And they don't do that. They know better. All right, you guys, again, thanks for watching. I hope I entertained you. This is my real hair. It's a mess. I washed it, put it up in ponytail, and I tried doing the smudge and crunch munch, whatever that Rusty was saying. She says, you may have curly hair and don't know it. So I put some product in there, and I had the hair dryer. And yes, my hair is quite wavy, but it wasn't curly, but it was wavy. But it looked a little bit, I don't know, maybe too disheveled. And the hair's long, it's down to here. And at that point, I said, heck with it, it was sticking on top of my head. And now it's all like, wow. Yeah, it looked like a cat that fell in the tub or put their paw in the electric socket. Wow. The hair was like crazy. But that's all right. I'd rather have hair than none. And it's not gray. Well, it is, but I'm not going to let you see the gray. I'll be dyeing my hair on the day they try to embalm me. I'll be like, wait, I got to dye my hair. I'm going down fighting and kicking. And I'm going to be going down with a bottle of wine in one hand and a pound of chocolate in the other going, hooey, what a ride. Hell yeah. Love and blessings to all of you. Thank you for watching. I love you. I'll see you in one of the chats. Catch you out on the YouTube streets. Bye for now.